Welcome back to Building with Metallic, and today we are going to finally finish the Blacksmith starter house. And I am pretty sure we have almost all the resources. I may end up having to go back and mine a little bit more diorite. I'm not sure if I have enough diorite, but I have a decent amount of resources that should be able to hold up for this build. Hopefully I don't have to go back and gather any more. We'll see what ends up happening when we build it. One thing I wanted to mention is that next episode in the Forever World, we are going to build an XP farm at the skeleton spawner that we found in the first episode. So we are going to make that into a pretty cool looking XP farm. It's going to be like almost like catacombs. It's going to look really cool. So just a little sneak peek of what I got in store for you guys for the next episode. But anyway, focusing back on the build, I think we want to start construction on this. But one thing I want to do beforehand is make a sugarcane farm so that we can make all the books and everything. And also make a cow farm because we need the leather to make all the books to grab that level 30 enchantment table setup. So, I'm not sure how much leather do I got. 33. Okay. So I need like 10 more or so, but I would like a sustainable food source. So I think I'm still going to do it either way. So let's grab, I guess, some of these oak trees over here. And do I have some hay so I can lead these guys? Yeah, I do. Okay. So we're going to chop down a few oak trees so we can make some fences, and we're going to go on a little bit of adventure to go find some cows. So let's go do that real quick. And we finish up mining up all those trees, so we're going to see if there's a few sticks lying around. No, there is not. No sticks. There's 2. Just what I needed. Yep, 2 sticks. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. Okay, so we're gonna have to craft up a few more. Get some fence gates. Boom. Alright. There we go. So we made all that. So now what I have to do is find some cows, which I think we'll do in the morning because it's just about to hit sunset. So, see you guys in the morning. Okay, and it's morning. So let's go ride our horse, which I think we'll actually need this episode. We gotta think of one. Well, I kind of forgot about that, so maybe in the next episode. And let's go on a little bit of a ride to find some wonderful cows. It took a little while, but I ended up finding a cow, which I brought back home almost immediately and started construction on the cow pen. We got a cow. A cow. Not 2 cows. A cow. So I guess we're gonna still make the pen. It's 1 cow for now, but we will get there and get more than 1 cow. But first we gotta make this pen. Alright, buddy. Time to go inside your little pen. Here's your new home. We'll be slaughtered. But anyway, let me go grab the other cows off in the mountain range over here. Got some chickens over here by the water. Alright, back at the village. I probably want to actually block some of these houses off really quick because this is the only village that's really nearby. I think there's only one more that's somewhat nearby, and I don't want to have you guys dying on me, and I'm gonna have to find another one. Hey fellas, I'm gonna trade a few real quick. Just don't mind me. Don't mind me, man. Just stay in there. Yeah, this is exactly why this place 100% would get destroyed. Oh my gosh. Yeah, bro. This is not a safe village. You got zombies spawning? I hear them too. Like, this place is not safe, man. I don't know why you're even here. What are you doing? Move out, man. Good thing I'm gonna make it safe for you, though. By putting you in this house. Forever. At least you got someone to talk with. Alright. That's all we really need to do. We just need to save 2 villagers, so at least we're able to breed them up. Alright, back onto the cow search. If I can jump this block. Oh my gosh. Now I ran about this ruined portal, and well, I didn't search it because it was mostly a distraction. And sadly, the search for cows was unsuccessful, and we found none. It turned nighttime pretty fast. So now we gotta kill off some zombies, and get some rest, to look for some more in the morning. Alright, and we're off. Another search for some more cows. And after a few minutes, I ended up running about 2 cows, which were kind of merged together for a few seconds, so that was weird. Using the wheat, I led them all the way to their new cow pen home. We got 2 more cows here, so we're gonna add them to the pen and start breeding these guys up. Come on, you guys can fit through the pen. Dang, you guys are chunky, huh? There you go. Maybe I can get a few more wheat so I can grow up the other one and breed him. There you go. Ayy. Alright, so now we got a decent amount of cow population now. So now all I have to do is grab some sugarcane. I think I may have some in the chest. Let's see. Yeah, I have 16. And now all I have to do is just make a little bit of a water stream, a line of water, and make that sugarcane farm. So, let's get to it. Okay, and we got our sugarcane farm done here. So now all I have to do is actually grab a little bit of bone meal, because there's no way I'm just gonna let only 16 of that grow. We're gonna definitely have this farm fully stocked up. I don't want to only have this many growing. And there you go, we got it all planted, and now it's starting to really come together. So that's finally done. And I think we got all of our chores that we needed to do before we start on this build. So I think we're gonna sleep right after the sun goes down, and finally finish our starter house, aka the blacksmith. So why don't we take a little snooze, and let's begin building. Well, as you can see, I didn't start building. I actually had to terraform this whole entire side of the mountain because I didn't have enough space to even start building the rest of the blacksmith. And digging all this out did a lot of damage to my pickaxe and shovel. I had to actually terraform this area here because, if you didn't see from before, it was way too close. The range was a little bit too close to the build, and there was not enough space for it to be built. And so I had to terraform this whole entire side of the mountain here, which took me about like 30 minutes and cost me about 20% of my diamond pickaxe and a whole entire shovel and a half of durability on my shovel. So yeah, this took me a while, but I think now that we have the space, we are finally going to start on building this thing. So why don't we grab the resources in here and start building the rest of the blacksmith / starter house thing. Let's do this. Starting off, I was building the wooden beams for the blacksmith, and then I was going to move on to the actual walls, which you can see me starting to do here. And this here will be another entrance into the house. the final product of this specific part actually comes out to be pretty cool. And I am almost done here, just finishing up this wall, moving on to this little window here, and all we have left to do is the roof. Alright, and the exterior of the blacksmith is complete. It looks amazing. I think it came out really, really good, and as you can see, there is a little bit of a chimney on the top of the roof, and I use a little bit of a blend of cobblestone and diorite and deep slate to make the illusion of it being a little bit dirtier as the closer it gets to the chimney, because it's pouring out smoke from all of the things that it's smelting from the super smelter down here. And on the left side of the build over here, we got a little jet out with another entrance, and I think it came out really, really cool. I made the jet out a little bit more smoother by using some walls here, and I also used signs and buttons on a few of the walls to make the gradient of the planks, the pale wood planks, to be a little bit more smoother. And then I also put switches on the roof to give a little bit more detail as if the roof's getting held up. And you got this window right here. I just wanted to leave this one without glass because I thought it actually didn't need any. And I don't think there's going to be like a phantom that's going to fly in or anything like that. So I think we're fine. But it's just to give it a little bit of an older aesthetic, because most like castles and stuff, like medieval things, don't always have glass. I kind of wanted to give it that kind of feeling. And if you move over here to this window over here, well, this one has glass. Since it has this all decorative stuff around it and a little roof, on top, I thought it'd probably use a little bit of glass. It just made a little bit more sense. And also, I got a little bit more shape here coming out of the wall. And other than that, that is basically the whole entire blacksmith toured. But, obviously, we have not gotten the interior done, which we gotta get done, because I can't sleep here, and there's no storage, or enchantment table, or anything here, so, yeah, we're gonna have to complete this. So, why don't I go grab the materials for that, and we're going to start on making this interior. So with a click of a button, let's go to sleep and start this time lapse. So I'm just waiting here for some smooth stone to be smelted up, because that is going to be one of the main floorings in the first floor. And not only that, I also do have to craft an armor stand. You're probably wondering why I'm starting on the house already, even though I said that I was going to do a little bit of material gathering. Well, that's because at the start I didn't actually need to get any resources, because I had just enough for the first floor. Doing a little details here with some spruce fences and gates, almost like a little wood trim, and I'm using that armor stand that I was talking about earlier to make a little display. Now this little storage area here I will explain when we take the tour of the blacksmith. Now here's one thing I'm building that I feel like more people need to do, because this came out really cool. I'm just making a simple frame around this painting. And after that I moved on to building the storage room, and then I crafted up the enchantment table. But not only that, I also crafted up the 15 bookshelves that we need to make this fully decked out enchantment table setup. The best part is that I have 34 levels, so maybe by next episode we're going to be able to enchant some stuff. And with that, the house is fully complete. let's go tour the inside of this blacksmith. And as you can see, I did a little bit of a different little storage area here. I made minecart chests just to add that little bit of metal feel, because this is a blacksmith after all. So I decided to put minecart chests in here instead of normal chests, so it just look a little bit more different and a little bit more rustic too. And as you can see, there's also a armor stand here with a little display with, some bookshelves, like almost like a wardrobe type deal. And also I have like some support beams for both of these doors here. And we got a little lamp right there. And then this is a little bit of a painting here on the wall with a little surrounding frame. And then you got these two lanterns right above the little window there. And as you head up this staircase, here is the main area here. We got our bed right next to the fully decked out enchantment table, which I actually am going to store my lapis in here, a little bit of a different way of storing lapis, instead of using a little chest. And we got some candles, some paintings above the bed, also some archways that go across the roof, some support beams. And if we make our way over here, this is the storage room. And obviously there is no item frames right now because I don't have anything sorted out. I mean, I started putting some blocks in here, like tuff and the stuff that I was using to actually build this blacksmith. But other than that, there is not much else. And yeah, guys, this build came out amazing. So, with all that being said, and the tour being fully complete, let's end the episode. Wow. Look at this sunrise. Amazing. I love vibrant visuals so much. It adds so much atmosphere to the game, it's insane. I really love how this blacksmith came out. It looks so good. Especially... what? Hello? What are you doing, man? Excuse me? Yeah, that's very rude. Freaking spiders just like dancing on top of the cauldron. Anyway, what I was saying, I think the blacksmith came out amazing. It looks so good with all the shape and dimension I added to it. It's not so, square. It actually has a little bit more shape than my usual builds. And I love the little design. I love the little details that I did with the signs and the buttons to blend the colors a little bit more. One thing I do wish, though, with Vibrant Visuals is that the signs would actually blend with the lighting, because they are like really, really bright for some reason, and I don't know why. Like they don't match the lighting. The buttons do, but the signs don't. So, Mojang, if you're hearing us, I hope you guys can fix this little visual bug. I'm not sure if this is meant to be in game or meant to be a thing. If you guys could, it would be nice if you guys could fix this. But anyway, I love this little jet out here of this second little door that goes into the main actual house. And I love this little storage hanging area up here inside the blacksmith itself, and how dirty the walls look. It just matches the vibe so much. And also, I think I actually just might keep the weathering effect on these guys, kind of like this. Maybe get rid of this one that kind of seals off. I kind of like the green. It kind of pops a little bit from the oxidization from the copper. With all that being said, I think this is the end of the episode. We got so much done with the starter house finally being finished, and also spending like 30 minutes terraforming this mountain over here, and also farming up those cows so I can get that level 30 enchantment table up there, and even a sugarcane farm over here. So yeah, guys, we got a lot done today. But in the next episode is going to be awesome. because we are going to make the skeleton XP farm, and it's gonna be like catacombs, like kind of like Indiana Jones. Like we're gonna have this thing fully themed. It's gonna be so cool. There's gonna be tinted glass so you can see through, the skeleton farm's walls and see the skeleton spawning. And there's even going to be an interior inside the spot where they spawn. Yeah, that's how in depth and detail I'm gonna go. And if you're new here, make sure to like and subscribe so you can follow me in my adventures in the hardcore series and in the forever world. So, without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.